Okay, so this is my daily routine. This is what I did yesterday. I hadn't taken any anti inflammatories or painkillers for 2 days. Generally, I take 400 milligrams of ibuprofen and 25 milligrams of Voltaren gel. This one I hadn't taken any, so I start with spinal waves. That's me trying to walk, and at the moment I'm walking with a cane to try and eliminate the limp. I was doing some hip circles. I did spinal waves to start, and then I did some side raises, lose my balance. I'm finding it hard that day to put the weight on the right leg. It was just hurting in the hip. Um, and these are just cat cow. I've already done the routine, so um, and this is diaphragm breathing. So it's 5 minutes of belly breathing to stretch out the diaphragm and lengthen the spine. I struggled with the dead bugs just on the way down. It kind of was pulling pretty hard on the hip, and that day I was struggling to get up off the floor and get down to the floor, which something drops on the floor, you need to be able to pick it up, and that day I ain't picking anything up. These are little hip mobilizers that Ida Portal sent me, and this is incorporate this into my day twice a day. Here we have a concoction that I'm drinking twice a day. It tastes horrible. I'm going to start with it's collagen from a chicken, 5 grams. I'll write down what it is, and then chondroitin sulfate, absorbic acid, which is vitamin C, L-glutamine, L-lysine, and they're all 1 grams, 5 grams of the collagen. It tastes horrible. Shake it up, drink it, get it down twice a day. Sometimes I put it in with my protein shake, but it tastes like it wrecks my protein. Okay, so these are my peptide routine. I'm doing 3 peptides at the moment. I'm doing ipamorelin and mod G or F, 250 micrograms twice a day. Those two are growth hormone secretagogues. And then I'm doing BP 157, same dose, 250 micrograms twice a day. It's a little bit tricky, but worth it. The peptides take a few weeks to work, so we'll see how they go. I'm going to add a few more in, but I'm super happy with the results so far. So these are the supplements I'm on. Curcumin, cod liver oil, vitamin B3, vitamin K2, and L-theanine twice a day. 1 pill twice a day.
Cod liver oil.
I'll write all these down in the description, but I'm hitting everything with a shotgun at the moment. Takes a lot of effort. This is me walking, trying to walk, and it bends me over a lot. I feel like I can't get my hips straight, and I feel like I'm 90. So you can see that kind of heads way over where it should be instead of stacking the bones. This is the WEC method of twisting your spine and getting your head on the outside of the foot, which feels a lot better. Ido put me onto this. So now I'm onto bands and for traction. So to pull things apart, they make some space to get some fluid in. These are just like cat cows again this in the evening. So minimum 2 sessions, but ideally 3. And instead of thinking of them as sessions, thinking of them as like practice, and it needs to be done. So you're talking like 3/4 of an hour each. I'm trying to do some spinal waves as well, and just with that band around my waist, just pulling things apart a little bit adds to it. The band's been great. This is a squeeze together thing I got from Pilates, and I'm going to start that again next week. These are, I don't know the name of this exercise. I think it's something bird, but I needed to get my leg a little bit straighter, build up the glutes. I was lifting, but it was killing me. So I've gone back to these basic body weight mobility stuff. Now I have a band under my arms here just to get into positions that I haven't been able to get into, like just squat down, get down onto one leg, whereas and relax into it, with the assistance of the band. And I found this helps because if I don't get into those positions, I'm just going to lose those positions. So it's more of a kind of like mobilization, but also just so your body remembers where it should be, and just hanging forward. Same thing with the support of the band, so I can just kind of ease my way into it. These are like a lunge with a twist, and a lot of these I find making the balls of. Actually, I don't have it perfected yet. I don't have the motion perfected. There's a lot of fine detail in these things that you have to practice and find, and I'm just kind of trying to find these spots at the moment, because generally I wouldn't have done any of these. Generally just would have gone in, lifted weights or rolled or hit the bag, but these are they're a skill in themselves, having to feel where you're at. So this one is the Bosu ball, and just looking to get into a squat. And then I started some single leg stuff on it as well. Yeah, it's a good little thing, I pumped it up a little bit harder, give it a bit more resistance. When it's too soft, you're not getting that much out of it. And then my hanging upside down, this is a machine that I thought I'd have put together in an hour. It took me 2 days. It came out a million pieces. But I have it on a setting where it's not too upside down, and then I just build up to it. So I'll spend usually 4 or 5 minutes on that. So that's my routine for today, and we are all one. We will push on, heading for recovery.